ready for another exciting adventure.
This is an adventure of my choosing, and if you didn't see a recent video we did, Jamie brought out some new treasures that he found. Wasn't even looking for them; they just happened to jump out and find him, maybe. So
yeah, I never know what I'm going to buy. There's days I will play. I say I'm not going to spend a dime in this store. I walk out, $150 later. I'm like, what has happened in my life?
Yeah, I've been there. I mean, like last time I went to Total Wine in Greenwood, my wife's like, I want to get a few bottles of wine. Do you want to go to Total Wine? I'm like, oh, twist my arm. I went in there not expecting to buy anything, and I did come out with a few things.
And you took out a line of credit. I mean, that's crazy.
They all knew me by name when I walked through there, which might be a problem. But kidding on that part. But anyway, these are some treasures that I thought I would share with you. Now, unlike yours, mine have a lot missing. So.
Yeah, you're missing some stuff here.
So yours were freshly cracked, and well, mine are not. But anyway, these are some things that, not that I was hunting any of them necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
They're just things I've heard about through, the videos that I watch, or the things that I read, the different whiskey newsletters that I get in my email inbox or whatever. And so some of these, I'm like, all right. The first one is Ben Holladay, 6-year soft red wheat, bottled and bond. So this is coming at 100 proof. I've been hearing about this for a long time, and frankly, I see it. There's a few other Holladay whiskeys. I think it's coming from Missouri, if I remember. Actually, yeah, Missouri. I've seen it on the shelf a lot over the years, and I just never nothing had encouraged me. But there was somebody doing a whiskey video recently that talked about how lovely it is, and it's a wheated bourbon, so soft red wheat. So we'll dive into this one first.
Wow.
And I don't remember what I paid, but it's 50-ish, give or take. I can't remember the exact amount, but very reasonable.
That nose. I mean, it smells like there is 2 or 3 pies in the oven, or bread. I mean, this is
it's bready, but I'm getting some. I don't know if you're picking up any of this, but there's like a cocoa or like a milk chocolate, maybe.
Yeah, like a chocolate pie.
Yeah, chocolate cream pie.
Yeah, I mean that's really what you're getting on this nose. That is that's kind of unusual.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. So I'm not. I think the fact that it's a wheater kind of brings the softness down, and I think that allows that chocolate cream to come through.
It's a lovely, lovely nose.
Jeez.
All right. So I hadn't thought about the chocolate cream pie, and I've drank this much of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I got some of the chocolate before.
Yeah.
But now that it's planted in my brain, I can't get it out. Because I think you get some chocolate cream pie on the palate too.
Yeah, and so recently I have made some chocolate pies.
Yeah.
With Cool Whip.
You got a recipe?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. And the crust I've been using is a walnut crust.
Lovely.
And,
yeah.
And really, you can get this out of this drink.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all of it, I think that the chocolate, the Cool Whip that kind of mixes with the chocolate.
Yeah.
And there's that nuttiness to it.
That is such a good description for this drink, and it's such a lovely, lovely drink. It's good.
This is pretty, and I agree with you. I've seen this on the shelves for I don't know how long, and I just keep passing it over.
I'm not going to pass it over anymore.
No, and it's
obviously I'm about ready for a refill. So,
and I don't know if it's the label's just black and white and it didn't jump out. I don't know.
I mean, they have a few different.
But I'm not going to pass it over again.
But yeah, you see it, go get it. It's good. Again, this is the soft red wheat bottled in bond, 6-year from Ben Holladay. It's a good drink.
It's a really good drink. I don't know why I've skipped over that. But
well, now you don't have to. So now you know. The next one, so Castle and Key, like I watched some, I think it was a documentary. Actually, I think it was, I don't remember. I was thinking it was a moonshiners thing where they do like a behind the story, but I don't think it was that either. But there was some story I watched recently about distillation and bourbon, and it was featuring Castle and Key, and I think the guy that started Castle and Key back in the day was Colonel E.H. Taylor, maybe.
I think you're right.
And you know, I've never been to the distillery. I've been by the distillery, and it's a cool place. And I've had a few of their things over the year, but I never had their. I think this is what they're known for, the restoration rye. And this is a single barrel. This one's coming in at 113.5 proof. And I don't know that I had, if I just never saw it before or what, but the other day I was out at Total Wine.
Yeah,
my wife was picking up some wine, and this is one of the things I came home with.
And that's a store pick.
Store pick.
Yeah.
So,
Total Wine more.
Anyway, as you can see, I've been enjoying that.
Yeah,
and,
that's just since breakfast this morning, so that's pretty good. So,
anyway, it doesn't smell like a rye. Well, there's some rye notes there, but you know, maybe some of the baking spices, but it's more reminiscent of a bourbon.
Yeah, I mean, there's baking spices, yes, but there's not. I don't get the pepperish clove off of this.
There's some brown sugar.
Yeah.
Maybe some corn.
Yeah.
All right. The rye comes through.
The rye is there.
It's giving me that nice, warm Kentucky hug down my throat.
And the heat hangs around a little bit in your mouth, and that's I think that's what I like about a rye.
Cola.
It is a cola. I mean, really, you're right. I mean,
cola.
A flat cola is what, especially. I mean, and that nose, you can bring the cola out in that nose as well.
Like maybe even a flat Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's good.
Because it's got a little bit more spice in it.
Yeah,
that's good, right?
Has what, 23 ingredients or something?
Something like that. Yeah. I don't think this one does, but that's what I get with this is a flat cola, a flat Dr. Pepper, or something like that.
Yeah, and I enjoy the once the cola goes out, the pepper kind of waits around.
Yeah.
And then the pepper kind of coats your mouth a little bit. And it kind of leaves you with a little bit of a heat in your mouth, kind of like you've been chewing on Red Hots or something, and the heat kind of lingers.
Yeah.
But that's a really good drink.
It is so good.
I mean, that's a really good rye. It's not your typical rye.
No. And again, I think we've got single barrel, we've got store pick.
Correct.
So those can, well, depending on who the store is and the barrel, I mean, you're going to get a lot more variation. So, now I'm going to try to see if I can find their standard restoration rye. But this particular offering is really good.
And I think the more we have ryes, the less I'm convinced that there is a standard rye.
Oh, I know.
I mean, they all have a little bit of tweakness to them that is makes them individuals, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's I haven't had a terrible one. Can't say one. This one just absolutely horrendous.
Nothing jumps to mind. I'm sure if I searched long enough, I could probably tell you one. But I think for me with rye, just like with bourbon, there's enough variety within the rye whiskey family.
Yeah.
Just like there is within the bourbon family. I mean, you can figure out something.
Correct.
That you like, for sure. You can if you like sweetness, if you like spiciness, you like the heat, whatever. There's something that you can find in that family. And I would say this one's going to rank a little bit more on the heat and a little bit more spicy level. But and the cola flavor that I'm picking up, it's not. You may think that sounds like I'm saying it's sweet. Not really.
Not really, because the flatness kind of takes the sweetness out to me.
Right. All right, so here's the last one that I've come across recently, and I don't know how to say that. Raconteur. Whatever. This is coming in at 59.1%, so I guess that makes it 118.2 proof.
Yeah.
And this is a straight rye whiskey, and this is finished in Mizunara cask. I don't know what
Mizunara
is. But there was something I read or came across, some guy that's involved with this, I think was talking about how good it was and this and that. And I reached out to see where he could find it. And the guy's like, go here, blah, blah, blah. So this one, I don't remember what it cost. It was a little pricey, like maybe 120-ish, 140. I can't remember exactly, so don't quote me on that.
You had it shipped to you?
I did. Okay. I had that one shipped to me.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're going to find that in the store.
I've not seen it anywhere.
But I was just curious about it because the thing, you when you watch videos of people drinking whiskey like you and I, there's people that you start to get an affinity for, or start to sort of trust what they're saying because there's some things that they tried that you've tried that sort of line up, and so it was one of those people that I watched that was talking about this. So. And I don't know if you could. I mean, if you're interested in learning where I found this, send me a note, leave a comment. I'm sure I can find it. It wouldn't be too much difficulty. I don't know how readily available it is, even if it's being shipped.
So to me, the nose and I like the nose. To me, the nose is like a smokehouse. Like something like
you got a ham hock hanging and smoking.
Yeah.
But do you get? I get a little bit of mintiness on this too.
Yeah, the more I dive into it,
maybe pepperminty or a little bit of spearmint. There's a little bit of mintiness.
Yeah,
which can be a thing in some rye whiskeys.
Yeah, to me it's more spearmint, but
more spearmint. That's fine.
Yeah,
Have you ever had the Pikesville rye?
Yeah.
Like how minty that is.
Yeah.
It's kind of got a little bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the first
smokehouse.
The smokehouse,
spearmint.
almost like you got a salty smokehouse with your hams hanging. I mean, that's kind of what I get right off the bat, which is odd because I don't get a ton of pepper on the nose.
No,
I get salt, which is odd. Yeah, but I like this nose. I mean,
it almost reminds me of going to the ocean. Right?
Yeah,
when you get within a certain distance of being at the ocean, and the saltiness is in the air. There's definitely that.
Yeah.
It's mint forward
for
me. Like that spearmint's right there in the front.
It is. Like what's that Wrigley spearmint gum?
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there on the tip of your tongue. As soon as it hits it, the spearmint is there.
I mean, I'm not trying to diminish the Raconteur, and I'm probably saying it wrong, so forgive me. I'm not trying to diminish this, but it is, at least on the front of the palate, it's reminiscent of that Pikesville rye.
Yeah.
Because there is that mintiness. Now, I don't get the saltiness. It's kind of there, though. I don't get so much the smoke on the flavor for me. I don't know if you're picking it up.
The smoke is there like it is on the nose, but it's salty. The spearmint hits you right up front, and it kind of lingers through. So if you are a fan of spearmint, this is a great rye for you. I like this rye.
Yeah.
It's different, obviously different than some of the others we've had.
It's a lot different.
But I think if you enjoy bourbons at the 100 to 115 proof, you're gonna like this. And I know this is a rye, and it's gonna be hotter, but it's gonna be within your wheelhouse.
It's almost like a palate cleanse.
Yes.
Like I feel like not that I just brushed my teeth, but that maybe I brushed my teeth 30 minutes ago, and there's still a little bit of that minty aftertaste that's lingering. But I don't think it drinks its proof at all.
No. I don't.
Which is dangerous.
It's always that
because it's just a little shy of 120 proof, which and
it's aged 8 years.
I mean, it's an 8 year.
That's what I said. I mean, if you're into 100 proof bourbons, you're gonna be okay with this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so I would give this a shot. If you see it out, give it a shot. If not, get a hold of John.
Yeah, just let me know. I can tell you where I found it, and I don't I'm not super familiar with the brand. I don't think they do, wide releases or anything like that. I think, you got to go through certain channels.
And this is batch 3.
Yeah, so
I don't know what they're on today.
I don't either.
But
I've had this for maybe a few months.
Okay.
Maybe. So this year I think I got it, or maybe it was the end of last. But either way, it's. I don't know if they're going to come out with batch 4 later this year. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of research, but anyway, yeah. It's a good one.
It's a good one. I agree.
It's reassuring because I don't know if you've ever taken one of those flyers where you're like, oh, let me see what that's like, and you order something online and it comes and you're excited and you get it, and then you pour it and you're like, oh, let down. This is not a letdown, not by any stretch.
Yeah. So thanks for sharing these.
Yeah.
These are really good. I'm not going to pass over.
Yeah.
The Holladay any longer.
Well, and like I said, I got this at Total Wine.
Yeah,
it wasn't that long ago, so just for what it's worth.
I have a frequent flyer.
They know you by name too.
They know my name, so that is unfortunate sometimes. But so that's good to know, and it's good that stuff like this is in your local store.
Yeah.
Now this is a little harder to find, but these two are really good offerings. They're readily available.
That's right.
So.
And I mean, I don't know about the Restoration Rye, how widely it is available outside of where we are in Central Indiana.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure this one is readily available all over the place.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I mean, as many people that talk about this, I'm guessing it's pretty readily available throughout the United States.
And they have multiple offerings.
They do. Yeah. This is the first one I've had, but I'm anxious to dive into the others as well. So. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Keep watching. Keep throwing the thumbs up and liking and sharing our content. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and we'll catch you again real soon.